Hello and welcome to this session. So in this session, we look at the left join. So in the left join, basically what left join means is that we have two tables. So we'll pull all the data from the left table and the matching data from the right table. Okay, so that is what we will use in the left join. So in our previous example, right? So let me just make it a little short here. So let's remove this all the details from the customer. So we'll start with just two tables. Okay, so yeah, this one I'm going to remove. So this is what something that we have checked in our previous table, previous example, right? So here what we are trying to do is we are doing an inner join and we are trying to uh, get the we're trying to get the order details, payment status, and the payment status has to be success and orders total has to be greater than 1500. So we are doing an inner join. So if I execute this, I'll get all the details which are matching from all. So it will only give me all the matching records, right? So if I want to basically pull all the order IDs, all the order status, and only and then pull the matching details from. See, there may be an order where the payment status may not be successful, right? So those cases, right, you'll not find it here, but there might be cases where you might have a order ID. Okay, you might have an order ID in the order table, but you may not have that in the payments table, right? That is also a possible, correct? So especially when you have two conditions. So here I'm saying order ID has to be part of the payment, but payment status has to be successful, correct? So if I use an inner join here, the only change here is I'll just say inner join. So sorry, I'll use left join here. So let's execute this and I'll show you the difference. Okay, so if I see, look at this. See, what this means is like, there is an order 135 in the order table, but that particular order ID does not exist. Either it does not exist. So this condition is failing, right? So either that order ID does not exist, or if the order ID is existing but payment status is not success. That is why that record is not coming up here. So you're getting all the data from the left table and only the matching records. See, wherever you see this matching records, those records are coming. The rest of them, it is coming as null. So this is how the left join works. So let's what we'll do is we'll take these two examples. So let's start from this. So I will take order ID, order status, um, order status from orders where order ID in. So we'll take one success and one failure, 134 comma 135. Okay. All right. So similarly, we will basically take the payment table as well. Payment status, amount, comma, order ID from payments. Okay. So let's look at this example. Okay. Yeah. So if you look at this, right? If I execute this particular statement, see, I have order ID 134 for placed, order ID 135 is shipped. Okay. So now if I execute the same orders in the payment status, okay, so if I look at this, see, 134 is success, 135 is fail. So what is our joint condition here? A joint condition is like, this order ID should match, which is matching, and payment status is equal to success. So payment status is success here. So this record is correct. I mean, this record is matching. This record is not matching. So what happens is, because this record is matching, the data related to this is coming up. Because this record is not matching, the data related to is not coming up. It's basically called it as null. So that is what left join. So in order to better understand, so we'll just say we'll just filter it on these two records only. So o dot order ID in 134 comma 135. All right. So now you got the context. So if I execute this, see, I'm getting the data for both 134 and 135 because I said left join. So I'll get all the data from the left table plus matching records because 134 is matching. I'll get the data for 134. 135 is not matching. So I will not get the data from 135. Correct. This is left join. But if I use inner join here, okay, instead of left join, I use inner join. So what will happen is because only this record is matching in both the tables, only this record will come. This record will get omitted because you do not have this matching in the payments table, right? So let me, instead of two records, you'll get up only one record. See, you only have one record. So that is a basic difference between the inner join and left join. So I wanted to show you the inner join as well so that you will basically understand from the data like how these are different. So left join basically pulls all the data from the left table and the matching data from the right table. Inner join will basically pull all the data which is matching in both the tables. All right. So this is about the left join. I hope this was helpful and I'll see you guys in my next class.